Yeah, welcome to Salmon Bay, the home of Belito Ski Boat Club. Very notorious for a big shore break and quite a challenging launch. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching with the Seacat 636 center console. Got two Yamaha 104-stroke commercials on it, and the reason why we pair those motors up with that boat, they've got a lot of torque, and that's exactly what you need in a short launch like this. If you have a look at the launch from an aerial perspective, you can see on either side, north and south, there are two sets of rocks in the shore break. You've probably got about 100 meters distance between them, so you always got to bear that in mind when you push in. You see the beach, it's got a very steep beach, so obviously you need to use the tractor with a push pole. What you'll do is you'll put a little bit of Cobra polish on the bottom of the boat, line it up with the tractor and push it down. What you need to do, you're going to watch the waves roll through. The best wave to push in on is the big one that breaks at the back and washes through nice and consistently. If you have a look at the launch today, it's a little bit cheeky and all over the place. So getting wet there's a high possibility of it, which I think we did. All right, when you look at the launch, there's two aspects to it. The first aspect is to get into the water, and you need to do that safely. So you're going to push in, and right next to the shore is a deep gutter. So what you want to do is time it right, push it in, get the boat in the water, trim the motors down, and sit there and wait for your gap. What you'll do is when the wave breaks at the back, it's going to wash right through and it's going to lose all its energy just before the shore break. So you want to sit as close as possible to the shore break and wait there for your gap. You've got a nice deep gutter and everything's calm. When you pick your gap to go out through the surf, the one thing you must always remember is if you're going to get caught at the back, think about your exit strategy. So you've got to know that you can go far enough to turn, miss the rocks, come back into the inside, reset again, reverse up to the shore break, and take your time and wait for your gap again. If you have a look at the launch, the first time we went out, there was a bit of action. So instead of punching a wave, because the wave is the only winner, turned, came back inside, spun the boats around, and waited again for a gap. Obviously, once you get your gap, try not to head too far north or south. If you get caught far north or far south, there's a lot of rocks and there's a lot of trouble. But if you try and take it straight out and there's a bit of trouble, you can always turn and come back to the beach. Right, when you're beaching, it can be quite tricky with a big shore break. The hardest thing about it with a big boat is that you can't sit right behind the swell and chase the wave up. What you got to do, depending on the angle of the swell, today the angle of the swell is coming out of the north, so you start north, line up with the rocks, come in sideways and get some speed up, run across the swell, and as the wave washes up the beach, you chase it up, so you got nice momentum to get away from the shore break. If you have a look at the beach crew, Donnie and Martin and Wiseman, they're always ready with the rope. So as you hit the beach, they'll hook the rope on and winch you up to safety if you beach too short. So yeah, once again, very important, pick a swell that goes right across the bay, follow it in from the north or the south at an angle, and then you chase it up the beach with momentum. It's very dangerous to ramp a shore break and land. You can do yourself serious injury, so you've really got to be awake and pay attention when doing that. Yeah, this area of Belito it's got some fantastic fishing year-round. You get a lot of dorado and wahoo during the summer and yellowfin tuna. And during the winter, you get good garret fishing and queen mackerel. If you're adventurous and you want to go out to the ledge, which is about 40 k's out, there's some really great marlin fishing there too. A couple of the spots you need to know if you come here as a visitor, the Belito Wreck. It's 100 meters from the launch, and that's where you can catch a live bait. And another really good spot is Salt Rock, the area by the nets there. There's a little reef, and you can catch a live bait there. Also in those areas, you can catch king mackerel, you can catch the dorado in summer when they're coming closer, and you can also catch really good yellowfin tuna. In between the Wreck and Salt Rock is a really good place for queen mackerel. So it's all really close, and we'll give you the waypoints for those two places to catch a bait. And that's courtesy of Lowrance, and just to get your day started off and get you going in the right direction. So here are the coordinates for the Belito wreck. And these over here are the coordinates for the Salt Rock, for the bait mob. If you want to launch as a visitor, you need to get hold of the Ski Boat Club. Alice de France, his number is 082 556 1254. Any other information you need, yeah, you can give the guys a call, see what the procedure is, and just come and enjoy the facilities. As I said, it's a great club, good vibe, a lot of fish to catch, and I hope that the video has helped you. If you're going to launch here, obviously speak to the locals about the sandbanks on the day, but generally that's how you'll do it. And any other questions you can ask the locals, and they're always willing to help.